How's it going? My name is Caleb McCaskill, and I'm with the Brevard College Environmental Studies Department, and my project was a stream quality assessment of King Creek. So let's get into some relevant information. King Creek is a small tributary of the French Broad River. This is a 5.6 mile long creek that runs through campus at Brevard College. In 2006, the creek underwent a restoration project. This restored about 2,119 linear feet of the creek on campus, right behind the Willie Barn, if you know where that is. And there are a couple of regulations that we'll touch on here in a little bit. So firstly, the North Carolina Department of Environmental Quality suggests that stream total suspended solids should not exceed 30 milligrams per liter. And then secondly, the USGS suggests that dissolved oxygen content for small mountain streams should be around 8 milligrams per liter. So firstly, let's get into my methods. So I use test strips. This was to get elemental concentrations of the water just to see where the water quality was chemically. So I was testing for various minerals like iron, copper, lead, fluoride, mercury, nitrite, chromium, bromine, residual chlorine, and sulfate. Secondly, I used these devices called Booner tubes. This was used to collect my total suspended solids in the creek. So it's in figure 3, you can see a Booner tube pictured. This is a PVC pipe where the water enters a slat in the pipe, and as it leaves the other slat, its velocity, the water's speed reduces, and the sediment falls out into a cup that I can later measure. And then along with that, I also took a cross-sectional analysis of the stream. This allowed me to quantify the discharge, which is how much cubic meters of water goes through that point at a given day. We can see this number below all the cross-sectional areas at the bottom of the poster. So that's the cubic meters per day. So 0.1 is 5 million, 0.2 is about 3, and 0.3 is about 6.5 million cubic meters a day. And if I combine those, the last two methods, sorry, if I could combine those last two methods, then I'm able to quantify the concentration of sediment per liter. So as I touched on earlier, the regulation, or what the Department of Environmental Quality suggests, is it shouldn't exceed 30. We're like well below that threshold. We're less than a milligram per liter. It's a thousandth of a milligram per liter. So very, very low numbers. So this indicates that our suspended solids is in a very, very healthy range, but there's always room for improvements. So yeah, so getting into the conclusions. Obviously I touched on the total suspended solids were very healthy. The elemental concentrations in the test strips showed that there were no pollutants in the water. Nothing was out of ordinary for normal drinking water. Our dissolved oxygen was found to be at almost 11 milligrams per liter, which also exceeds that threshold that is set forth by USGS. So overall, the creek is very healthy, and the restoration project is functioning as intended. Thank you.